Hello again, people. Back with more Devil May Cry 5. And, oh god, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I sincerely apologize for that. It just happened, and I could not predict nor stop it. I'm gonna shut up now, and, well, by shut up, I mean move on. Yeah, last time we did one mission, because I had to go make a quick errand regarding some old movies. And, that we're trying to get rid of. And, we're now playing as Dante, as of the last mission, which was a flashback leading up to the first fight with Urizen. And, Rebellion's been destroyed, much to my complete and utter sadness. But we now have Sparta to use, which makes me happy because, well, we haven't really used the Sparta sword since the first game. Unless you count playing as Trish in the second and fourth game. So, I'm looking forward to that. And, before waking up Dante, V apparently tried to kill him, and after the flashback, V's now starting to look like he's starting to disintegrate or something. Who is this guy? But yeah, Dante plays both very familiar and yet very different at the same time. Some of his moves are different while others are the same. His gunslinger style definitely had the most alterations than ever before. He now whenever he's in gunslinger mode, he rapid fires Ivory for default, while he uses Ebony as a single shot long range for his special. But I've since unlocked other moves since then to use. And that kind of fits because according in lore wise, the pistols were made to be for different jobs, despite being used in tandem. You know, Ebony for long range, Ivory for close range. So that makes sense in terms of lore. It's just it was not what I expected at all, which made it awkward at first. Rainstorm. Frankly, Swordmaster and Gunslinger are still my two favorites. So, we have Sparta this time. And Balrog I've grown to really like. I still don't feel like I've completely mastered it. It's just been one level after all, so of course I haven't, but I'm really liking the feel of it and the groove involved, where you have to attacking in certain modes and moves gets it fired up, giving you access to other moves. It feels a lot faster and much more fun to use than previous melee martial art weapons like the Ifrit. The Ifrit was slow but powerful. Then you had the Beowulf, which was a little bit more faster, but definitely more methodical than a lot of the other weapons. And then there was Gilgamesh, which tried to take in bits and pieces from both of the last two, and now we have this one, which is much faster and goes a bit more crazy, while having a bit of a timer or charge meter to it that's shown while on the weapon itself from all the flames coming out of it. And so yeah, Trish had thrown Dante the sword while Nero and V retreated, and Dante and the sword got thrown out by Urizen. And I think I mentioned it before, but a bit of a factoid. The Balrog in Devil May Cry 5 is is named in double reference. First to a Street Fighter character of the same name, and probably, and my personal favorite reference, after the demonic fallen Maiar of Lord of the Rings, the Balrog of Morgoth. Remember that? In Fellowship of the Ring? Well, freaking shadowy fire demon? Yeah. And we don't have to worry about... And like 4, we don't have to worry about...
Looks like I overslept. Time for a warm-up.
Yeah, you're a month late. I'm surprised you're not emaciated. That's a lot of blood. But yeah, unlike 4, we don't have to worry about getting jump for each individual weapon, something I hated in the last game. I believe I can fly. Where did that come from? Yeah, to some time. I am not, however, not a fan of Dante's theme song in this game. It does not fit him. It fits the DMC reboot, because that's what it was made for. It wasn't made for this. And I really wish Capcom had gotten rid of it. It just... Why even seek out another band when you could have just gotten the guys who did the themes for the last several games, 4 and 3? Hell, even 2 had a phenomenal soundtrack. But no, we got freaking Bathory over here, which I know some will like. Well, it's not technically Bathory, it's some other band, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, death metal and all that. Yeah, there's been death metal bits influence in previous games. Not DMC most especially, but not to a hard, raw edge to it. This I'm not a big fan of. Just not a genre I prefer is all, even despite being a metalhead myself. What's my skill list on? Ignition. Okay, so that's how it works. Command press back for triangle. Okay, so it does not use the dialogue, the D-pad. It uses going back, which is weird because I'm used to going back with triangle being a launch move like Rebellion, but they took it out in order to fit this in. Weird, but I can probably get used to it. Okay, so updraft for kick mode. Yeah, it's a lot more meticulous than I expected. Yeah, they really made Ebony and Ivory more distinct for Gunslinger this time. Can we still ride the enemies like skateboards? Doesn't look like it. I wish we could. Because, honestly, I loved that move, and it sucks that we haven't had it in any game since 3. There's nothing on that tower, right? Nope. Ow. We can't jump on him. I want to see. We can't do it. Oh, we can't even do this move anymore. Yeah, yeah, I suck right now, but I'm trying to get used to it. Dante is a lot more meticulous now than he ever was. It's scary. I mean, the games were always meticulous, not counting 2, but now it's even more so.
I'm not a fan of ruins. Like my city's lively.
Why? Most of your games involve ruins. Well, although it's although it is nice, although it is different. I love that move. Oh, a painting like the one in the hotel. I do miss the puzzles that Melee Island had, but I do admit I do like the change in scenery to cities. It makes sense, you know, devil hunting, devil invasions, and so on. I do like that change in scenery, at least for every other game. Makes things a bit more different.
Just gotta take it down.
Ah, we opened up a blue orb. Ah, the nobodies. How I hate thee. I get it. Use blow mode to get attacks up and running, and I can switch up in order to, while... in order to, keep the flames going. No, I don't want to do that. It says to go there, but... What'd I find? All-purpose artillery, Kalina Ann, a missile launcher named after Lady's late mother, fires an array of powerful shells. Oh, I found her launcher. Looks like it's been redesigned over the years, because look at that. The launcher pods are no longer side magazines. They're now full-on pods. I'm used to circle being the do everything, but they changed it to triangle. Gotta keep a lookout for other weapons. Okay, they really improved this weapon from the old days. What the hell is this? The Grim Reaper has a bit of a parasite problem. Hell, Judetta? Judetta. Okay, that looks cool. It reminds me of the Hell Vanguard in that it can teleport, but it's also slow like the Sloth. I like that they've taken at least 2 powers from different Hells from Devil May Cry 3 and combined them to make them new enemies. Judetta. Huh.
Up we go, I suppose. Seems like the fastest route. that's gonna collapse. What a headache.
Come on, Dante. Remember, you used to live for the adventure. What happened to you, man? Alt. Ow. Oh, I got it in time before it could break. Kind of weird, though. I thought it took quicker to break last time when I was Nero. Yeah, purple heart, baby. Give me more devil triggers. I think I won a secret or something for beating it on time. Something I wasn't able to do as Nero. Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Can a guy get a break? I just woke up from a long-ass nap.
Oh, Dante. I relate all too well. Yeah, I agree with Dante. I'd much rather be fighting through the back alleys and clubs and the... That would be awesome. Fighting demons in the red light district, but without any of the stupidity of DMC and how cringy that was. I need to stop talking about that game. I'm sorry. It's just I hold that game on the low standard, like I do Godzilla 1998. Can you blame me, frankly? High explosive. Okay, so the lock is weaponry that cannot be unequipped from Dante. That makes sense. Ah, I think we're nearing a boss arena. Can we not go back in the tree again? I'd much rather fight down here.
Just gonna let me through. Boy, wouldn't that be the day.
Oh, would be the day, wouldn't it? What are you doing, Dante? Sheesh. Aw. What did that motorcycle ever do to you?
Is it Halloween already? That costume looks a little big. I thought you had better taste than that.
Electric sword.
How about I take it in a little?
Cavalier Angelo. Ow. Ow.
Sorry, but I can read all your moves. Hope that I know who you are.
Don't mess with the best trophy. I broke his moves, that's why. This is awesome.
Got house scared?
Okay. Ow. That is cool. I kind of want to start all over again because of the dialogue, which I wish didn't get cut off, but I'm liking what I've played. Freaking, this is great sword fighting, get counterattacking and counterattacking. Like, you never could do that properly with any of the other Devil May Cries, but this, they finally perfected it. We can parry effectively now. We just have to do it at the right time.
Oh, they're just gonna let me through. Boy, wouldn't that be the day.
Yeah, I want to do it again because I want to get the dialogue, and I want to... Yeah, I'm OCD like that. Plus, I love fighting him.
Forgot how scary you are when you're mad. Get out of my sight!
It's cool, I love it. Speared through him. That was a very fun boss. Oh, what is this? Ah, it's Trish. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sweet ride.
Whoa, looks like I took in a little too much. You okay?
Ew.
I've been better.
Oh, come on. The light for Trish's ass. Fuck you, Sony.
Dante, that demon is...
Don't even think about it. Just rest. Dante! Take care of Trish for me. Dante, wait!
Dude, no touch the merchandise. Yeah, I definitely prefer Devil May Cry 4 model.
Dante's left.
Yes. And I don't think he can win.
What was that demon V? Where did it come from? Urizen is not a demon. I know that for a fact because I'm from the underworld.
Yeah, Moon just created you.
My god. What are you then?
It doesn't matter. I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything.
Is it Mundus?
I will tell you the story of my birth.
How much you want to bet he's the reincarnation of Mundus? It would explain a lot. I would both be surprised and not surprised if that were the case. Okay, Cavalier. One of the best boss fights for Dante I've ever played. I love it. That was a straight-up sword fight. Everything that made Nilo Angelo and Virgil great, that was great too. But they made it even more tactical and methodical with the parrying. You know, come to think of it, I always thought it was kind of silly how there was never really no proper blocking or parry system in past Devil May Cry games, other than Royal Guard, which I never really used. But in Devil May Cry 1, you could parry Nilo Angelo to slow him down and sneak around it, but you could never really overpower him. Devil May Cry 3, Virgil could block you, and so could other enemies. You couldn't really do the same. But with this, we finally have a system passively put in place where Dante can parry and counter enemies with sword attacks. That is awesome. Freaking Cavalier comes at me and I just bash the sword away, and eventually I can actually overpower him. That is awesome game design. Saws that sunder evil. Cavalier. Parts of Cavalier Angelo fused into a motorbike, creating twin blades wielded from the bike's handlebars. Ooh, I can't wait to use this. A lot of us all assumed that this was the bike Dante had in Devil May Cry 2 as he was coming back from the underworld that had been turned into a demonic weapon, but no, it's not. Still happy to see 2 at least in continuity. Many of Cavalier's attacks inflict continuous damage from the rotation of the wheels. Chain attacks can connect with the spinning wheels to take advantage of all this weapon has to offer. Cavalier. A very undemonic sounding name, but whatever, I'll take it. After awakening from a month spent recuperating, Dante headed for the Demon King. He crushed the Demon Knight, blocking his path, and rescued Trish from within, only to continue making his way towards Qliphoth. Meanwhile, V revealed his past to Trish. Yeah, what is his past? A few weeks ago.
Suffering defeat after defeat, that man's body was reaching its limit, breaking down. But he couldn't die yet. The man had a job that must be done. To defeat his twin brother.
Virgil.
Dante.
Ah, it's Dan. He's voicing him. They got Dan Southworth back. Ah, their old house.
Heavy chain that does freeze my...
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings. He needed to separate man from devil with the strength of the Yamato. And eventually, the man became a true devil.
Wow. He used the Yamato's dimension abilities to fully separate himself from...
I've tried to hold together my crumbling flesh with what little demonic power I have left, but I'm approaching my limit. In separating and regaining my human soul, I've realized the gravity of the crime I've committed. I've realized how important everything was. Everything I've thrown away in my pursuit of power.
Is that why you went to find Dante?
Yes. Foolish. I thought that maybe he could change maybe fix... maybe right my wrong. Tell me. Was this fool before you, right?
I'm not your mommy, V. You're a big boy. And you need to see this through. Dante's war.
So V is a scattered remnant of Virgil's humans half. Ah. That would also explain his white hair.
How's that for road rash?
Kind of weird that V doesn't look like Virgil, but eh. So Cavalier. Ah, look at that. We got a new form of... And look at that. We got the bonus dyed in Dante's colors. But I'm going to hold on to it as it is. So yeah, I actually had a strong feeling in the back of my head maybe he was connected to Virgil, but there were a lot of factors involved that made me kind of second guess, namely the familiars with all the various names of past demons and stuff, and so that kind of like, I was like, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and well, there it is. So yeah, V, and it also explains his name, why he's called V. V for Virgil. So Virgil learned how he could separate his human half from his demon half, and his demon half is now running amok as the king of the underworld, while his human half was, you know, separated and falling apart. And considering that Virgil, you know, worshipped his father Sparta to an unhealthy degree and placed far more emphasis on his demonic half, it makes sense that his human half would be as wilted and scrawny as it is, whereas Dante eventually found equilibrium within himself, because, you know, originally he valued only his human half and did not like his demon half, but eventually came to grips with both of them, so he's equal. He's equilibrium. He knows he's at peace with himself, whereas Virgil, after being defeated by Dante, imprisoned by Mundus, then defeated again by Dante, and separated from Yamato from the demonic feedback, you know, Virgil just, you know, he's not exactly the man or devil he once was. And the fact that they brought Dan Salzberg back to play Virgil, at least his complete half, the complete form of Virgil is great. I love that they're tying up loose ends.
Unless you want to die, I suggest you get the hell out of my way. Rev it up!
Sweet. Sweet. Hey, Square, Final Fantasy 13, this is how you do a proper motorcycle weapon. Although the fact that the motorcycle F-13 was two Shivas that scissors together is actually kind of hot now that I think about it. Okay, I love this thing. This weapon is awesome. Awesome! So we can't page Nico. We don't have her number. What the? Are we at Dante's old house?
You need some blood, huh? Sorry, you wouldn't like mine.
No, or it just could be an old forgotten ruin. Because look at that. That's Rebellion. And that's Sparta, but Rebellion's been shattered. Ugh. I don't think that even after 2,000 years, Sparta would be, you know, showing himself off to such a degree. Like hell in DMC. The man like had himself showing off like in like a giant mansion. He wasn't even trying.
Fried blood in the gutter here. Guess that explains how the pools down there get filled.
Like he wasn't even trying to be subtle about where he was hiding. I really hate that switching to auto controls is on the right stick. I really wish they would just have not done that. Yeah, auto sits. Seriously, why is that on R3? They could have put anything else there. I need a hatchling. Where's all the blood coming from? Oh, they added a puzzle into Devil May Cry at last. So we gotta go to that one, but what's over... You can even control the motorcycle to a degree. Ah, so that's the alternate way. We wouldn't have gotten the devil thing if we took the bottom one. Like, if it shows you the way, if the L3 shows you the way, go the opposite. So there was no real blood puzzle. It was just Dante reminiscing. Now what? We got ourselves a demonic flash. Another lizard boy. With the fury. Like he's Baraka or something. That's cool. I like that they gave more variation to the blade archetype of demons. And I don't mean just one in one game. I mean, they added like 3 or 4 of them. And I love that I can parry. I need to do that more. I'm so used to dodging enemies all the time in the old games. It's not something I'm used to.
Oh, great. Crossroads. Decisions.
Well, we got a monster sack over
I
there.
was hoping I could just follow the groove, but they're not making it easy for me.
Well, they want us to go back. This is blocked. So I can't get the secret orb yet, apparently. And I can't summon Nightmare to do the deed for me. Could have sworn I saw a bug flying around. Of the mosquito kind. Great. Just great.
When in doubt, smack it. That's your family motto.
Ew, covered in blood. Ah, it's going all the way back down. We gotta do 3 more, apparently. A blood fountain puzzle. You know, just when I was...
Here comes the blood.
Yeah, and you're covered in it. Just as I was lamenting the lack of puzzles for a Devil May Cry game, this happens. Not here, right? This must have been an old church dedicated to Sparta, or repurposed to be from being one at some point. Nice. By the way, Dad, you let a bug in. Flying around in the living room. You did. You went out there, left the door open, came back in, and now it's in here, biting my neck. Like 2 minutes ago. You can't... Well, you went out and you came back in, and it followed you with you. More blood for the blood god. I love how this puzzle's conveniently made for blood. And like Califoth came and has everyone's blood. Huh?
Don't want to keep Mr. Demon King waiting. Gotta pick up the pace.
Why do I have to be so what?
Bloody.
It's not my fault. The game involves blood. Hey, remember Devil May Cry 3 where Virgil and Arkham went on that whole blood shtick for unlocking Tema Negru? Yeah, this puzzle seems like a nice callback to that. A bloody good one. Pun certainly intended. Yes. Or they will, well, the people will be listening when the video is up on YouTube. After streaming it. I don't know, not many right now watching it, but they will when the video's up, hopefully, maybe. I am a new, small channel after all, one at a time. Funny enough, it's really been Bloodborne and Neo that I've gotten the most views. I guess people just like seeing others suffer. Okay, so we gotta go there this time. Natural world. Ah, bugs. Haven't seen them in a while. Natural world. Was this a bookstore or a museum? Probably a museum. Sounds like it. Goes that way, so what's this way? Ugh. I hate that I keep pressing auto. It's so distracting.
If I follow these grooves...
Well, you only just now figured that out? I think we unlocked all of it.
That should be all of them.
Wait a minute.
It's been a while since I used my brain this much.
Yeah, we need more games doing that. Wait, I was here, right? So, what's going on here? It circled around, didn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just, imagining things. Wait, I'm going backwards. I wanted to see if I want that blue orb, but I don't know if I could get it. Couldn't figure it out. Yeah, we were right here. Yeah, we took a shortcut. It opened a shortcut. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get that blue orb. I'll swing back to it and see if it, anything changed, but it doesn't look like it. I always really liked the puzzles in the Devil May Cry games, at least 1 and 3 anyway. 2s were lousy with just beat the same glowy bit up one after another with virtually no thought put into it. Okay. Where's the loot? Where's the loot? Where's the... I went up to find the blue orb and it's gone. You serious? Yeah, I went up here the first time. I know there was a blue orb. I saw it. You all saw it. Yeah, like I went up here and it was right here. But it's gone. It's gone. Are you freaking kidding me? The damn thing disappeared. Fuck. Well, guess I'm not getting that blue orb fragment. Yeah, DMC 1's puzzles were great. 3's, not as in-depth, but I liked them enough. Really, I think the only thing I can agree with on as to what puzzles I didn't like were the platforming. Yeah, those, not so much. Especially in 4 with the damn Grim Grips. Ugh. Especially in the dungeon area with that spiked ceiling. That was horrible. The dice roll will always be the worst one. Another catacomb. So, who are we facing? Yeah? And hell, what other game can you say had a demonically possessed Tyrannosaurus skeleton in a castle shooting fireballs at you? Can't say that often now, can you? Ooh, secret mission. Stay in the air for more than 15 seconds. Oh, come on, really? I hate that shit. And a butterfly or moth or something. I meant to have Swordmaster on. And I meant to have the Ebony and Ivory on. This is off to a bad start. Damn. Shit. Very close. I just have to hit enemies with it. Ugh. So close. I gotta be with the bat. I got to keep track of the bat. And the bat's gone. Wait, I'm alternating between... Damn it! Ugh. Ay. I can't combo. Okay, how do I do this? I'm losing my patience here. Okay. Grip mission 9. I'm getting rather fed up with this. Shit. Ugh. I always hated these I've always hated these stay in the air secret missions. They've always been a pain in my ass. Okay, so what do I do? Okay. So more or less what I was doing, but I have to do a certain number of the regular attacks first. Get it. That makes sense. I get it. Ugh, nonsense. I really hate those stay-in-the-air ones. But I got a blue orb completely for my troubles. I wish I got the one that I missed, though. That still ticks me off. Okay, now I got fancy music playing. What the heck's going on here? Pretty intricate symbols. How they manage to arrange them. Don't clang dishes, please. I really hate having to say that. The microphone, Dad. I really hate how the microphone can just pick up dishes. It's so annoying, hence why I'm so adamant now against it. It's very random when it comes to people's voices, but when it comes to dishes, yeah. That's another matter altogether. Do I want anything? Never really cared much for enemy step. Or speed. Unless I was playing repeated playthroughs. idling. That could be fun. Sword Master level 4. I'll definitely save up for that.
Holy shit. Can't believe any of this is still standing.
It is their old house. Nope, that explains the statue. So Redgrave is where Dante, where the Sparta family was settled. And it also explains the various massacres and demonic activity since before the first game. Yeah, this is how you do a return to home mission, Ninja Theory. Welcome home, Dante. What's left of it.
Ha! There you are. Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey! Hey, Dante!
The demonic power was activated in me once, when Virgil lovingly jammed this through my chest. I always wondered, why did my father give me the rebellion?
Okay, what are you muttering?
Over the years, I've been stabbed and jabbed by a number of things. But who would have ever guessed?
Have you lost your mind? There's a demon to destroy! Kill yourself later! I'll help!
If the Yamato can separate man from devil, then what about the rebellion?
Wow! You are absorbing the Sparta!
Majin Dante. It didn't separate them. It fused him with the Sparta.
It can't be. Dante, you son of a bitch. I knew you couldn't be killed that easily. Hey, he's all yours. But don't let it become a habit.
Win, Dante! Win!
Devil Sword Dante.
Dante.
A blade born when Dante absorbed the rebellion into his body. The weapon shares both his name and his will. So instead of stabbing him, instead of separating himself, the rebellion just unleashed more power from within him. And combined with the Sparta sword, it created an all-new sword. We finally get some more backstory on Rebellion and not just Yamato. Rebellion just if Yamato can separate, then Rebellion will grows, unleashes more potential. The basic abilities of Rebellion and Devil Sword Sparta carry over. Impressing Circle and Swordmaster conjures swords that attack autonomously, so he can use summon swords too. Use the blades in tandem with a relentless wave of hack and slash. Activating Devil Trigger with this equip will conjure swords that provide different types of support depending on your style. These include higher mobility, simultaneous attacks, automatic counters, or stronger defense.
Dante, you want to talk? You know what you look like now?
Hold DTK, hold RL1 to charge from the DT cage to the Super Devil Trigger gauge. This is a new gauge for the Devil Trigger gauge, the Sin Devil Trigger. To fill this, transfer from the DT cage by holding down L1. So they took the idea of the Majin Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 2 and are giving it its all new Sub Devil Trigger. Hold L1 with full Sin Devil Trigger gauge to activate Sin Devil Trigger. You gain insane attack power, but Vitality does not recover, and you can't activate this form manually.
Nowhere to go.
The gameplay's been changed.
As long as you live, you will never understand. Power is everything.
Ow. Got him.
All this time, and you still don't get it.
It is you who does not understand. It has begun.
Uh-oh. I think the tree grew 12 sizes bigger.
What's happening? Bad news! Gotta go now! That houseplant is pissed off!
pod is revealed in its entirety. This inconvenience matters not.
Yeah, how much you want to bet all those bees came from me accidentally, the Clyfoth. Yeah, how much you want to bet all those bees came as a result of me freaking accidentally activating auto too many times. Cleared using auto assist. Yep, that's what happened. Freaking R3. Really, if it says in the settings option to turn it off, then it should be turned off. There should not be another option on the controller to do that when it could have been something else entirely. Freaking stupid. I hated that in Devil May Cry 4, and I hate it here now, even if not doubly. Well, I think I'm gonna take a break and come back later, but so far, loved playing as Dante again, getting better with him in this newer game with how much more meticulous he is. And, yeah, he unleashed his power with Rebellion and fused with Sparta to create a new sword, which kind of does some things differently. And, yeah, can't wait to test it out more and see how it works. Let's go to the gallery, shall we? Have we unlocked anything? Yes, we have. Don't know what this is. Three Warriors, Mission 13. Again, the level was called Yamato, and it was more about rebellion than anything. A new DT gauge, new sword, new everything. Well, that was a long part. I'm gonna take a break, maybe get something to eat, and when I come back, we'll go even further. But so far, so good. Really liking what I've played. Some gripes here and there, but for the most part, quality game. Loving it. And, it feels like a proper sequel that we've all long wanted for the last 11 years. So, yeah, when I come back, I will take a look-see at the gallery to see what else we've unlocked, and we'll continue the game from there. Alrighty then, so Mission 13 and 12 done, and be back in a bit afterwards.